Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV and welcome to a non-Redmond roundup because I can't be bothered editing. That's just the simple truth. I feel like us here at the James Redmond TV YouTube channel, we've got transparency, mate, you know what I mean? Sometimes yous can't be bothered, I can't be bothered. But I do want to speak to you, hence why I'm doing a video. Also, dead quick, thank you for all the support on the videos recently. We done a top 5 hijack transfers. I made a mistake in the video though. I said Bobby Firmino was signed by Klopp, even though he was actually signed by Rodgers. Otherwise, the video was near enough perfect. So do check that out if you haven't watched it already. It is edited from start to finish. But anyway, we're going to be talking about the Leicester City game. My camera is on low battery as well, so let's hope for the best. But we're playing Leicester City tomorrow in what is definitely a big game, because you know, you look at the next couple of fixtures, it involves Brentford, it involves Chelsea. These are teams that, let's be honest, have caused us headaches in the past, and Leicester is also another one of those teams. Let me bring you back to 4-1 when we lost last year. Was it 4-1? Oh no, sorry, it might have been 2-1, and I don't know why I'm thinking 4. Maybe we beat them 4-1 at one stage as well. Either way, the reason why, it's the one where Salah missed, you know, the open goal penalty. Was a meme for days, weeks, still a meme now. Let's just hope it's not another repeat of one of those. But I do think there's a question of, are Leicester better now than what they was last season? I don't think they are. I think for Leicester, it's kind of gone from FA Cup, Community Shield, 10th, where they are now. And it's just gone downhill, kind of like an escalator. And we're in a position where we can't beat Leicester City. That surely trues the inconsistencies of the team this season. And then, do you know what? I've kind of got to look at myself in the mirror and say, okay, then you can sit there and blame Darwin Nunez all you want. And you can sit there and talk about how the midfield's disjointed, the defence aren't doing the job. Everyone's got to share the equal blame. And I do make sure that I try and get across that everyone deserves equal blame when there's a bad performance. But it's very hard to do that sometimes when someone stands out a little bit more than others. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's the fault for someone like Nunez, to why he gets talked about mostly, because he is there in the biggest moments. It's just when you're there in the biggest moments, you'd like to hope someone who joined for that money would be able to rise up to the occasion, if that will. And I think that's why people hold those expectations and whatever have you. But I do think Nunez can have a good game against Leicester City. I think there's a defence there that's very slow. I think there's a high line there to be breaking. Not necessarily a high line with Leicester, but they do like to push up the pitch in periods of the game, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, where they'll take a risk. I'm unsure of the position in the table where Leicester City are at the moment, but I do believe still, regardless where they are, they're going to want to be in a better position, regardless if they're pushing for top half, if they want to avoid relegation. I know the bottom half of the table right now is very thin, and not to mention the fact that they could be 2 injuries or 3 injuries away from being in a relegation battle, so you've got to accumulate the points while you can. Liverpool are not at their sharpest. We haven't got Jota, we haven't got Diaz. If there's a better time to capitalise, it's right now. But one thing that goes against Leicester City is that big Ibou Konate is back, which is a belter, because that significantly improves the defensive options. I'm not going to lie, I've been pretty disappointed in players like Joel Matip, Joe Gomez. I think Joel Matip is more due to the fact he hasn't had a run of games. I don't think he's been terrible, just not usual amazing Joel Matip. That being said though, I thought he was sound against Man City, and Joe Gomez had the little bit below par performance. But Trent's been better. Well, there's only really been like 2-3 games. 2 of them were before the World Cup, 1 since. I think Trent's been okay since, you know, in the last game and whatever have you. So I'm not too overly worried about him. Who else do I need to mention? Robertson, I think Robertson's kind of gone under the radar and had a very decent season. He also got the most assists in the last game as well, so hopefully that just encourages the most confidence for him going into this fixture. And yeah, mate, I want to just check there quick, people, how much battery I've got. Oh, we're flying. We've got plenty of time to talk shit. You get what I mean? I was just thinking, am I going to die in a second, and should I do an outro? Now we can get to the full 8 minutes, don't you worry. YouTube adverts. Anyway, let's just talk about the score prediction and the lineup prediction, because that's the way previews usually go. It'd be amazing to get your score predictions, lineup predictions in the comments and whatnot. That's the crap thing about not being able to edit. It's the fact that when I take a sip of water, I can't edit it out, so probably ruins view retention and stuff like that. Come on, I'm a YouTuber, I've got to analyse these things. But anyway, lineup prediction, come on, get to the point and premise. So in goal, Alisson all day long, even though I love Kelleher. Left back, Robertson, right back, Trent. Centre backs, Konate has got to be back for this game, if he's available. Didn't play excessively in the World Cup. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of hoping Konate was going to do an Mbappe. you know, come back 2 days after, be like, nah, we've got a big season ahead of us. But no, he went on holiday, and I suppose every person is entitled to that, and not all of us have to be a freak like Kylian Mbappe. So I'm happy he's back now. I don't know if he's going to start because he's been on international duty, but it's not like he's not got match fitness. It's not. I know it's different because it's World Cup and now Premier League football, which is definitely more intense. But I think Ibou can handle the smoke. It weren't that long ago when he was playing against Napoli in the Champions League and bossing it on the pitch. So I believe that he can step up in this game, especially against Jamie Vardy, who isn't as good as what he once was. But I feel like I need to touch wood, so I'll do that, because I feel like Jamie Vardy, regardless whether he's 31 or 39, he's still going to be able to run in behind, be a threat, and slightly improved version of Darwin Nunez. Sorry. It's because we've got this thing going between me and you, and we love each other, but it's kind of like we're brother and sister or brother and brother, and we're just having a disagreement. That's what, like, me and the majority of my audience is right now on Darwin Nunez. So, Jamie Vardy, the English Darwin Nunez, yes. Do you know what, though? If Nunez actually turns out like Jamie Vardy, don't mind if I diddly fucking do, mate, because Jamie Vardy was ruthless, and he's still got that element where he can look at our defence and just think, I've scored against you before, I'll do it again. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. I think I completely stopped my lineup prediction there as well. So Konate, Verge, the two lions at the back. I saw a TikTok of where it like transitions into them being lions. It was pretty cool. The 9-year-old inside of me was buzzing with that. The midfield, Fabinho, I think he's been okay since he came back. Had a soundish cameo against City, played well in the last game. Well, better in the last game is what I will say. Harvey Elliott, right centre mid. And then do you go with Jordan, Hendo, Nino or Thiago? It depends who's fit, really, but I'd go with Thiago. Wouldn't mind Henderson. Wouldn't mind Curtis Jones, just for something different, you know, showed the intent with the fact he's got a new contract and whatever have you. I don't think Oxlade-Chamberlain has done too much to warrant himself a position. I mean, there was a little moment before the game against Aston Villa where I was thinking, does Oxlade-Chamberlain like have a little mini resurgence now and just do boss, and, you know, we give him a new contract, which still would have been ludicrous, but does he have that one last chance to prove himself? And it's just, no, not really. Naby Keita's the same. I don't really see himself having a future. And that's why I'm kind of resigned to them starting games of football now. Like, let me know what you think in the comments down below. But just with them going, I don't want them starting. It's kind of the same with Milner. Milner's different because he'll put everything in for the share. Like, he loves Liverpool. You heard him the other day saying, like, yeah, Leeds United's my team, but I'm, like, half red. Listen, lads, half red from the waist down. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a medical condition. Might need to go to the hospital. That being said, it is what it is. I remembered the Conor McGregor line, you know, when he was like, I am half black from the waist down. Yeah, that was a phenomenal line. One that I've used many times. And also said it was my joke, and it clearly wasn't. But girls don't know that. Anyway, so the point and premise, whatever I was talking about, this has been a great video, hasn't it, guys? If this doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. Front three. Done me midfield, Thiago and Harvey Elliott. I'm going to go with that. Oh, yeah, the point I was saying was actually Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, James Milner. These are players that just, I'm resigned to starting because they're not going to be a part of the future plans. But I know Fabio Carvalho is going to be here. I know Harvey Elliott's going to be here. You know, that's, you know, Arthur. Like, what's the point in Arthur? Just genuinely. Like, maybe if we have another midfield injury crisis, then he's available and sound. But until then, why not start Curtis? Why not start Bajcetic? Why not start Ben Doak? Why not give these players a chance? These are the future of the football club. So I'm not resigned to that option. The front three that I go with in this game, Mohamed Salah, and then man like Nunez, and left wing, Gakpo isn't available. Otherwise, I'd go with Gakpo. I think he's available from the Brentford game. So I'm going to go with... Or do you go with Nunez on the left and Bobby Firmino in the middle? Who's our left winger? In the last game, it was Oxlade. If Firmino's available, Darwin on the left, Firmino in the middle. Because there's no Jota, so it kind of lack of options. But I'm really excited for Gakpo to start the next game. I'm really excited for this one because Konate's back. And I just know when Konate starts, I'm going to see something boss. Like, I'm going to see him bully a player off the ball or just make them look dead small and just header the ball away on a corner. Like, significantly... Your chances of defending set pieces significantly improve when you have a beast like Ibou Konate at the back. So, yeah, guys, this has been a very unprofessional preview, but I wanted to chat shit on the camera. It's my YouTube channel. I can do what I want. If you enjoyed it, smash a like. If you didn't, smash a dislike. And let me know about all the things I've talked about in this video as well. Score prediction, didn't give one of those. I'm going to say, I still think it's going to be a tight game. I just... Besides the Bournemouth game, there's been very rare occasions where we've dominated a game of football. Aston Villa was better. Now with the Gakpo stuff coming in, a few more transfers possibly getting over the line, maybe the morale of the club's going to boost, maybe people's urgency is going to boost, and maybe this brings a little bit of a new lease of a Liverpool team in the second half of the season, and we can make that push for top 3 or top 2 or whatever it is. And again, like, we're 15 points behind first. Listen, I'm not saying, like, league titles, believe me, I'm resigned from the league title thoughts. That being said, all it takes is winning the next 5 games, and then the 5 games after that, and the 5 games after that, and I know if buts maybes, and I only do absolutes, but come on, guys, Liverpool have done shit before, and Jurgen Klopp's done shit before. I'm not saying subscribe to the notion we're going to get back in the title race, because I think that's setting yourself up for severe depression, but that's only based on chances. Chances and odds have been stacked against us before. You just never know what could happen. And it all starts tomorrow night against Leicester. By the way, we're live on James Redmond TV for a watch along. So if you don't tune into that, you're just a scumbag. And yeah, that's going to be the story of this video. You're not a scumbag. You're a proper boss person. And I hate when I do like that little smug comedy thing. It's not really funny sometimes, so I'm sorry about that, chat. Anyway, I love every single one of you. Please give me a hug through the screen and smash a like only if you enjoy it. I understand if you don't like it, though. That's why there's dislike buttons there. My lips are dry. Much love to all of you. 2-0 to Liverpool. Or did it say 2-1? 2-1 to Liverpool. Mwah. Peace out.